say, baby, I had to mention that if you were a star, you'd be the one I'm searching for. Other girls, they...
What's up, visual vixens? As you can see, I am back with another tutorial. This is tutorial number 2 in the love series, and as you guys can see, I have on my Aaliyah Army merch. So this video is definitely not going to be a traditional Valentine's Day look or colors. For those of you who don't know, I love Aaliyah J. Like, she's literally the first and only YouTuber that I started watching and still watch still to this day. Like, I still tune into all of her videos that she uploads. She actually follows me on Instagram. We've had like a social media relationship for about 2 years now, maybe a little bit over 2 years. She came to Chicago was it last year? No, the year before last, and she did a meet and greet, and it was so bomb. Like, she was so nice. She recognized me on social media. She was so sweet. So of course, when she dropped her new merchandise, I had to purchase. So I have on the t-shirt, and I actually have the pants to go with it, but I'm not gonna show you guys on here because I'm definitely about to take some bomb ass pictures. But if you want to see how I achieved this look, keep watching.
Okay, so I decided to do my brows and base off camera, so we're just gonna jump right into my eyeshadow. For this look, I used the BH Cosmetics Take Me to Brazil palette, and I'm taking this first shade that I just showed you guys. I want to say this is kind of like a fuchsia purple. I'm going to take my blending brush from the polka dot set, and I'm going to pat this color down first as my first transition shade, carving out my crease, and then I'm going to buff it out underneath my brow. Now I'm going to go in with this second purple, and I'm going to pat that down right underneath that first transition shade. With this purple, I'm not going to bring it all the way to the front of my brow because I want the darkest part of the crease to be just so on the outer. Then I'm going to take a crayon case brush, and I'm going to take that black from the same palette, and I'm just going to go right underneath that last purple. And again, I'm not going to bring it all the way to the front because I don't want my entire crease to be dark. And I actually ended up messing up and having to fix the front of my brow because I did make it too dark. And you guys will be able to tell, I feel like, a little bit later in the video where exactly I messed up. But I fixed it, so it doesn't matter. I believe the brush I'm using from the crayon case is a flat shader brush. I'm not really sure though, but I'm just taking that purple and I'm patting it back and forth between the purple and the black to create even gradients from light to dark. So as I went to go and cut my crease, I noticed that the front of my shadows were, I guess, a little empty looking as far as my blend, so I went back in and I actually ended up messing up and putting the black too far close to the front. So once I cut my crease, I ended up covering where I felt it was too dark, right here while I'm where I'm buffing underneath my brow. It was so dark right there, guys, and I did not like it. That wasn't the goal. So once I ended up cutting my crease, I went back and with my under eye concealer, I just patted over the part that I wanted to correct, and I took a hot pink shadow first, and then I took that second purple, to get the even gradient. And you guys will be able to tell the difference later on where I corrected my error. But to cut my crease, I'm using a small concealer brush from Wet n Wild Cosmetics. You guys know I love this brush. And then I am using the Makeup Revolution concealer in the C1. It's their Define and Conceal concealer, and it's amazing for cutting the crease. I can't wait till I can get the P. Louise base so that I can use that to cut my crease, because I've heard nothing but good things about it. I like to smooth over my crease with the flat shadow brush. I kind of do this halfway done because I feel like it helps me see where I need to go in and like really perfect out my crease. So here I'm just going back in and smoothing out any harsh lines and making sure that the shape of my crease is fluent. Once I had both of my creases cut, I went in with the NYX Professionals makeup palette in Air, and I just took this really pretty iridescent, like purple shimmer shadow, and I'm just using this as a base before I go in with my glitters. Here is a really clear shot of my eyeshadow right at the beginning of my brows, and you guys can see that it's way lighter from the beginning of the video. It was so dark, so you guys can definitely tell that I fixed one side before I went to the other. And now that I have my lids all in place, I'm gonna go in with my Cake Your Face Official glitter in Cotton Candy. That is the chunky glitter that I'm using. And then the first glitter is just a cosmetic glitter, not even cosmetic, a crab glitter that I got from Michaels, and I'm using the NYX glitter glue primer as a base for my glitter. This glitter, however, did not show up really pigmented, so I decided to go in with this like periwinkle, almost sky blue glitter, and it ended up turning out really pretty. Definitely more pigmented than the glitter that I originally used. And I'm just using some clear lash duo glue to apply it at the beginning of my eye. First, I'm going to use that same glue to apply my 3D chunky glitter once I have the fine glitter all in place. Once I have all of my glitter in place, I'm going to prep my lashes with some mascara before I line my lash line. When you're lining your lash line with chunky glitter, you have to be really careful not to have the chunky glitter on your lash line. You might want to push it back with your nail or however you want to. And then I'm going to go ahead and use my lash applicator by Aaliyah to put on my 25 millimeter lashes from Rich Homie Quanda on Instagram. I've been using these lashes with every last one of my looks. I'm going to order me some new 25 millimeter lashes so that I can switch up. And you guys can see I had to pray over this eyelash because it was burning me, child. It was giving me a hard time, and my eyes have been really sensitive lately. Now that both lashes are intact, I'm going to go in with my concealer to highlight underneath my eyes and down the bridge of my nose and above my lips, center forehead, blah, blah, blah. You guys know how I do my face at this point. And if you want a more detailed description on how I achieve my foundation, please take a look at my everyday makeup routine. I believe it's the third video on my channel, and you guys will get to know all of the products that I use as well as steps. I always get a lot of questions on why I don't apply my foundation all over first, and I just feel like it's a waste of product. And I also feel like it leaves a more defined look when you carve out your foundation underneath your contour. Here, I'm going to take the Milani 2-in-1 Concealer in the number 14, and I'm going to use that foundation to blend out underneath my eyes. I'm basically going to blend out all my highlighted areas with this, and then I used my Too Faced foundation in Spice Rum to blend out all of the outer edges of my face. To blend out my nose contour, I'm going to take that same Milani foundation that I used to blend out my highlighted areas before I go in and set all of my highlighted areas with the Airspun translucent powder in extra coverage. After I've set all of my cream contour with my contour powder, I'm going to go ahead and dust away my translucent powder with my Maybelline pressed powder in the number 360. And then I'm going to take my Eden brow pencil and just fill in the beginning of my brows a little bit before I go back on my contour with some warmth using the Geranium Knit. I think it's the Kiss Professionals blush. My highlighter that I'm using is the Laura Geller High Definition Illuminator Palette in Heart of Gold, and I'm also using Diamond Dust on top to give it that pink look. I'm going to go ahead and use a black eyeliner, and I used a blue from the Techniques of Brazil palette to smudge underneath my eyes before I went in with my Kiss Beyond Natural lashes. I love these lashes as bottom lashes. And that's it for this look, guys. I did my lip gloss off camera. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
This is like somebody's taking pictures, shut it down.